So I recently wanted to get a media server up and running with one of these bad boys, the 8 TB Western Digitals. And yeah, that's great and all, and it turns on in my computer. But, well, you see, it doesn't work very well with one of these horrible second-hand laptops, because it turns out laptops don't actually have enough power on their SATA power lines for one of these. So that's cool, isn't it? So yeah, I'm hoping to hook up to these little guys. Yeah, that should be interesting. I'm basically just going to Frankenstein one of these to work. Alright. Here we go. Good luck. Don't die. I quickly devised a strategy to harness the power needed for the hard drive by utilizing the USB ports. Without wasting any time, I disassembled some USB connectors I had, soldered them to fresh wires, and swiftly assembled them on my breadboard. I had assumed that this would deliver 2 amps of power like my desktop computer, or at least a modest half amp like my modern laptop. However, little did I know that this approach would present me with more challenges than I had anticipated. Right, so I've been playing with the circuit for a little bit, and I think it might work. We've got 12 volts coming out. I haven't figured out how to measure the amps because they either seem to be incredibly low or incredibly high. I know this is stable, and I have a feeling I'm short-circuiting things when I try to measure it. So yeah, just gonna hope that works. It's a motor. Motors shouldn't care that much. I'm more worried about the logic board, but that's on a separate power supply, and it's just using one USB with no upscale, with no boosts. So, yeah, give it a go, I guess. Ignoring all the warning signs that screamed there was something wrong, I began to strip the SATA cable down as I eagerly started my first power test. In, flip, hard drive bay. There we go, added stability. There we go. Now just the USBs. Don't blow up. Please spin and start up normally. Here we go. Sounds. You can hear it thinking. So that didn't work. Alright, so instead of admitting defeat, we're going to double down. This is a generic 12 volt at 2.5 amp adapter. We're going to cannibalize it to work on the hard drive, hopefully. More or less. I'm just guessing at this point. Died from here to there. Maybe we can figure out which way the power's going. Oh. Well, I just ripped that off, but as you saw it turned on. That's positive. Discharge it, just real quick. There we go. There's a little spark, but here we go. All safe. Right, let's hope when I connect my little hackery solution on, that it doesn't blow up. That's the sound of the hard drive. That's the oscillations of a drive being angry, getting picked up. Oh, computer! Yes, I know you don't have a bootable drive. Come on. Okay, hang on. Oh, that sound. That's the sound of a hard drive. Alright, system diagnosis. Hello. Hard drive test. Whoa! Oh! Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, baby, we got it. We got it spinning, and it's working. It's not blowing up, and it's not hot. Oh, let's not do the test. This is a brand new drive. It'll work. Oh, oh, easy. Now we just have to install the operating system. Little did I know, I was about to face the hardest part of the project as I began the installation process, something I had previously accomplished numerous times without issue. It didn't take long for me to encounter difficulties while attempting to download from package repositories. No problem, I reassured myself. Little did I know, it was only the beginning, as everything that could have gone wrong did. I was immediately having issues with the automatic installer. Sensing the peril, I made an executive decision to ditch the automatic installer, as I didn't know if it would crash unpredictably during the installation, and instead decided to venture into unfamiliar territory, attempting something I had never done before, a manual Arch installation. With the Arch wiki as my guiding light, I courageously undertook the task. The installation, admittedly, proceeded pretty smoothly, until I reached a dilemma. The BIOS refused to allow me to install my bootloader due to space limitations, and it wasn't going to let me make space. This pattern of encountering and solving problems, only to be thwarted by new complications, persisted throughout the night. Oh my god, we're allowed to delete them suddenly. No space left. Great, what's happened? Is it added it all back in? No. We can try a hack. Should I? Try removable. There we go, installation finished, no errors reported. We don't need to tell the motherboard will just find us. Alright, see if it finds it. Aha! That's grub. That sure is grub. Wowie. Oh, I forgot to set up the config file. .conf. Go. Why is it there? This computer's a pain, I'll say that. And just because it's old means it's like annoying. Well, no, it's more like I go grab install and it's like, okay, installing the bootloader, and it's like there's not enough space on the BIOS to install the bootloader, and I'm like, you can't make a new entry, what? It's like, yeah, there's too many things. I'm trying to clear it. And I'm like, can you force delete? And it's like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, do it again. It's like, nah, the BIOS just put everything back on just now. Okay, install. And it's like, oh no, we're not in UEFI mode. I'm like, what? God damn it. Ah. Oh. Oh! We got it! It's our computer, it's our install. Look at it, it's working. And now we have Arch installed. That was a completely painless process that I never failed at any point of time. Yes. Yes, yes. Well, it's there. So now I gotta go and fix all of that. Now we just gotta make it work on this. promoted to the righty-tighty man. Otherwise known as a mechanic. There we go! And it's all contained. Oh, I gotta try this out. And after all that effort, we can finally run a server using this setup. Optimal. Very, very optimal. This clunker right here. I can't believe I almost forgot to name the thing. There we go. Perfect. So I'm sure you're wondering, what does this beast have inside of it? Well, it's got an i5, so cool, but it's well, I mean, it's doing fine. And look at those percentages, it's barely being used at all. It's only got 2 cores that scales up to 4 threads, and that's what all that is. So pretty bad. We got about 3.62 gigabytes of RAM. Very cool, very cool. I gave an additional 4 by making a swap for it. I mean, processors are very light. It's like everything that's running at the moment. So yeah, I guess it should work. Why did I spend time doing this? I don't know. It's fun. Don't judge me.